Real quick, I was trying to. I just seen this pop up. I wanted to react to. They said Joe Budden debates Drake comeback strategy after not like us. He did this. I think it's a podcast called Bag Fuel. Let me read what it said.
The whole thing was magical, amazing, and I'm like, this guy Drake is gonna go on a revenge tour because that was a moment. I don't know what it was for you watching Russell Westbrook Crip walk with Bloods having a flag. I'm like, this is insane, especially if you've never been to LA.
No disrespect.
Better than Joe.
I'm going to Joe's part. No disrespect.
Because we don't know the
anything
answer.
that I say is going
to go. You know what?
Yeah, it's going to go crazy. And anytime this topic comes up like that, his fan base, oh my God.
It's just getting big. I thought it was going to get squashed.
If I were him, I'll do that instead of putting me into it because I've never
that capacity.
That. Okay. So I have to imagine. And in imagining, I'm either going to A, do what Esso said and get low. I think that there's value in silence. And or I'm making sure that my next record or my next 2 records or my next mixtape or EP or my next anything is undeniable. I'm not going to see, and this is where I caught a lot of flack for being one of the niggas that say, hey man, I feel you, but this is the problem. I heard somebody say it on social media. I wish I could shout them out. We're all a fan of Drake. There are just so many different Drakes that which one are you a fan of? So I'm a fan of
Time Standard.
Old. When I say old, I'm saying Scorpion and before.
Okay.
I'm giving him the grace and saying Scorpion. But yeah, fucking comeback season, so far gone. Take Care, Nothing Was the Same. Views, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and Scorpion.
Yeah.
That's my Drake.
Okay.
Everything after that, I don't stand. I don't co-sign.
You got Dancehall Drake.
But that's on my. That's in all of them Drakes. I love all that shit. I ride for that nigga like no other. It's documented on him. But I saw changes and I heard changes.
But is that him trying to stay current?
I wouldn't know. I can't.
It could be writers.
But by the way, that's after Scorpion we get CLB. So that's CLB, Honestly Nevermind, Her Loss, and For All the Dogs. That's 4 projects.
Tired of that. I don't want to hear that shit no more.
The writers are current. You don't think that matters?
Dark Lane Demos, I believe, also comes afterwards. So that's 5, right? Dark Lane Demos 2019, 2020 CLB, 2021 Honestly Nevermind, 2021 still we're at, or not 2022 Her Loss, 2023 For All the Dogs. Am I right? More Life is 2016. That's 2017. That's before Scorpion. Scorpion is 2018. Scorpion is where we get God's Plan, In Your Feelings. It's a double disc. We get.
Why does he know all these dates? I don't know what. Yeah, he's a fan. Why does he know all these dates? Jesus, he a fan.
Jaded, one of my favorite R&B records. We get Ratchet Happy Birthday, Mob Ties. We get Nonstop, Survival. Just a fucking phenomenal record. I'm never gonna lie. Like Scorpion is a classic. 100%. I've been trying to tell y'all.
I don't remember none of them dates
for a long time. If we go down the list, Scorpion is Scorpion is a complete fucking classic. Like, I'm telling you, there's too many great records on here. I know people feel like it was inflated because it was a double disc, but come on now, like half of these songs have aged really well. In My Feelings, Blue Tint, That's How You Feel, Ratchet Happy Birthday, Finesse, So Fire, Nice for What, Jaded, Summer Games, Peak. Oh my God, Peak is so fucking amazing. Peak, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm never really that big of a fan of the tracks he got with Jay-Z, but you got Talk Up. This is on the first, this is a rap side. Can't Take a Joke, Sandra's Rose, Mob Ties, 8 out of 10. I'm Upset, God's Plan, Emotionless, Elevate, Nonstop, Survival. Classic album, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. Classic album. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the only thing I'll ever say about Scorpion, I think it's a classic double album, and it's his only double album. I think this would be on the short list of best albums ever. If you shorten, this is about 25 tracks, I believe, 12, and what was it?
Said the best album ever. Like, of all time. He said that Scorpion would be the best album ever. Oh man, boy. Ever.
This 13, 25 tracks. If you put this down to 14, and I could curate 14 tracks of this is one of the best albums of all time on a short list. I think top 10 of all time. Facts. That's how good I think Scorpion is. Some people feel like it's a little bloated. I still think it's classic. There's too much good shit on side A and side B. If we get it to 14, 15 tracks instead of 25, one of the best albums of all time. You don't have to agree, but that's just how I feel. Like some of these records, like to keep it real, he starts off with the first 9, no misses. Like all these, straight heat, right? Now, granted, all right, well, say we take off Sandra's Rose, even though that's fire, but I'm putting, from the second half, I'm putting Peak, Jaded, Nice for What, and In My Feelings. So peak, jaded, nice for what, in my feelings. I guess we should probably put March 14th too, because it's a good outro track and explain where he was in his life. That's 5 tracks, and let's just take 10 from the first side. So let's take the first 9 of these, and let's not take, and let's just take the one with Jay-Z, just because I guess it's Jay-Z, right? So right here, 1 to 9, talk up, peak, jaded, nice for what, even though finesse is so fire, Jesus Christ, in my feelings, and either finesse or March 14th. You do that, that's a all-time classic album by Drake. Because it would be just so many fucking singles too. Like all these songs they just rock. Okay. All right, anyway, let me just finish listening to this. By the way, after this, we are going to, what are we looking at? We're going to the Adam 22 Pop Smoke thing. Let's just finish off with Joe giving his opinion. I'll react to this.
I think that is a decision made. It can't be that, because Kendrick just showed you that you could stand on integrity and culture and be current. Drake also has shown you that he's so big, man, he's like LeBron. Whatever he wants to be current is going to be current. So that's a decision that you're making to appeal to, I don't want to say the world because that's dope, but a younger demo as a 37-year-old.
That's true.
And that's fly because it's worked for your, whatever your plan is. But just know that the culture niggas is like, back to Mos Def shit. The shit that Mos Def said. There's so many SKUs. It's just Target. It's like Disney World.
Comes off as
like,
hate, right? It's just, to the people.
Maybe.
To the people. I'm just saying.
But there's an intersection now where if you're talking to a Drake fan, that don't mean you're talking to a hip hop fan. You're talking to a fan of him. One of one.
Like a LeBron.
Yes. Yes.
Speaking of which, like a LeBron. That's another thing too.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
Some people transcend
past that.
the sport.
Yes. But LeBron being there bopping.
I love when somebody's about to be messy and you stop it. And you say something. You say, no, let him go. Let him go here. I love it. First of all, I mean, what does culture mean? That's for viewers to answer on their own. I think there's a loaded conversation to be had there because the shit that we keep running around.
Now, this is one of the things that is one of the, it's a prevailing themes that's going to be in this whole.
I don't like the way he hold his cup. I don't like it. Is it just me? The way he holding his cup. Something. Oh, he's a little sassy. Just hold it. I don't like the way, you know what I'm saying? I hold my cup like this. Like, you know what I'm saying? This cup like, I don't like the way he holding this cup. I don't like that. Something off about the, I don't know. It just, something about it just, I don't like it. I don't like it.
Drake Kendrick battle, and I think we have to acknowledge it. One of the reasons why this battle looks the way it does is because of culture, and I do believe there's a large swath of Drake fans that don't ever have to care about culture, right? They're like, well, we don't care about all that fucking goofy ass foot movement and all them gangbanging shit. Like Drake makes the bops, and that's true. But we do realize that no matter what, hip hop is still determined. Hip hop, I always say, like, I've said this a million times. Whatever popular dance you see on TikTok was started from some nigga in the hood or some person within culture. They started, and then the rest of the world take it and just kind of commercialize it. And I think this is what that battle forced us to kind of also think about. Because even now, we're like confused. We're like, damn, why is Kendrick getting so much love? Well, he's united culture to go against Drake. He's united culture to go against Drake because he's made Drake look anti-culture. Now, to the person who's a Drake fan who doesn't care about culture, they're like, well, Drake got the most streams, but Drake got this, but Drake is that. How can we say? You're also right. But you do realize that even Drake knows this. The reason why he had so much great synergy with people like Future and others, and like, you know, he had really great associations, is that represented that he understood what culture was. Because Drake could have just hung out with the pop stars, Justin Bieber, The Weeknd, and Taylor Swift. He could have just made like, all right, yeah, I know how to rap, but I'm just gonna hang out with them. But those ain't the people who are gonna really get you that cultural love that is needed. Yeah, you're gonna have to go tap in with a nigga from Memphis named Block Boy JB. Yeah, you are gonna have to tap in with a nigga from California named motherfucking YG. You are gonna like, again, those were cultural moves that I think adjacent. Drake was definitely seen as cultural by him paying ode or respect to certain places, whether it's within the sound, all right, he'll do Atlanta sound or like a West Coast sound, or by being adjacent to their own artists. So that's always been the thing. Now it just looked like Kendrick framed it in a way where all of that, which has always been dope. We always said what Drake was doing is dope. Now it looks like you're culture vulturing, you know what I mean? And it puts him in, again, that proverbial case that I said. Let me let Joe keep rocking.
Very cute. The way that he defend Drake. Wish I could find me somebody like that. The way that he bad is crazy. Look, I think everybody should find someone like that, boy. Boy, he ain't gonna let you talk bad about his Drake. Not my Drake. Man, listen, this is goals right here. Relationship goals, boy. You find somebody like that, boy. Woo woo. You found the one. All right. You found the one. When you find somebody that fights for you like Drake, like Akademiks is fighting for Drake. Woo woo. Got you a good one. You got you a good one.
Same culture is none of us own, so why is that ours? So we put that to the side, that consumerism shit, and get into culture, which is where Kendrick was shifting his conversation. How do you dress? Who's your barber? Like, are you a good dad? Fucking, how can you dance? Your slaps? What's your hood? Did you have a nickname growing up? Like, shit like that is what Kendrick was leaning into. And those people, I believe, created hip hop.
Gotcha.
Now we evolve, and people that were watching that want in on that. If you watching that, that look like some fly shit to be around.
Yeah, amazing.
I think there are many people, this shit's so big now, it's a fact. People watched that and wanted some of that. I'm not gonna put that on Drake, because I don't know him that well. But the buying up all of the hip hop memorabilia,
The Tupac ring and all that shit.
even if that's not your intent, you got to know how that comes off. The Cam Pink Dipset shit.
I'm gonna be honest, I actually disagree with what he's saying here. I always thought that came off like Drake couldn't be a culture vulture because he was such a student and he cared so much about culture. Like the niggas paid millions for Pharrell jewelry because he wanted to have a piece of history. Someone who's a culture vulture wouldn't value history and wouldn't value these really like ancient but historic type pieces. Like you wouldn't care about the Dipset jacket if you didn't feel.
Man, I'm telling you, boy, the boy, if you can find somebody like a act, pause. Boy, if you can find somebody that fight for you like a act is fighting for Drake, boy, hey, you found the one. Put a ring on it. All right? Put a ring on it.
Or understand the impact of when Cam was rocking that pink jacket, just like going crazy. So I disagree with Joe on this part. Like I really think that Drake's attention to detail and also him owning Pusha T's mic, I think that's been him like, no, I really love this shit. That's him showing, you know what I mean? Yo, I want to have all this because not only do I feel I'm a part of it, I've been where I'm at now, and even me getting to the point of being considered one of the best is me being encouraged by all these people. So I never thought that was like, oh, that looks like you're a culture vulture, and I don't think so at all.
Yo, he got it. I tell you, it's two reasons that Act is doing this. It's one or two, or it might be both. He either getting financed or he getting fucked. One of the two. Either he getting financed by Drake or he getting fucked by Drake. One of the two. Or it might be both of them. I don't know. Shit crazy.
The Apollo, even if that's not your intent, you got to know how it comes off. The fucking going